So thank you all for joining me for the live session today. Yes, there was some technical glitch. Right. So what I mean here is, we're going to talk about something very interesting today. That is how to calm your mind. We often hear the statement, you should calm down, you should not overthink. Why are you getting anxious all the time? Can't you just let go? Now, these are very simple statements to hear. But when the time comes to execute, nobody ever taught us that how to actually master our mind, how we can master our own thoughts, how we can have control over our own thoughts. I think I don't use the word control. How we can actually identify that what is right for us, what is productive for us, and what is unproductive for us. Nobody ever taught us. And the problem is we always focus on the knowledge domain. Like even in the childhood, if you go back to your school days, nobody ever taught us how to calm ourselves, how to control the temper, how to let go. And that is what these, I come live sessions every week just to give you those life skills where you can master and you can live the life of your choice. And you're not dependent on anything else. And I always say this, if you can master your mind, you can master everything in life. And how many of you have read those self-help books, the power of your subconscious mind, mindset, mind matters? Actually, it all depends here. If you're sorted here, I'm telling you, life is sorted. Yes. And I start with this, every day we have this daily ritual. We get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we take our bath. Yeah. We go to salons, taking care of our physical appearance, taking care of our physical body. But what about our mind? Nobody ever thinks that, even your mind needs refreshment, your mind needs break, your mind needs servicing. Your mind needs to be cleansed every day. Yes, and that is very, very integral, because if you're not sorted here, even if you're taking care of yourself physically, it will not matter. Have you seen people who are in depression, even if they're good looking, even if they have everything that they want, but if they're not sorted here, they have anxiety issues, they overthink, they're not able to master their mind, then they become not so productive. So all of these things will not matter actually. Yeah. And I'm a person who firmly believes in applying techniques. I'm not here to give yarn. I'm not going to say that, read this books or do things. Every time I come live, I'm going to give you some techniques, very, very practical techniques, which you can apply and see the results instantly. Because you right now, social media is full of yarn. I know you read a lot of things, but I will teach you how to apply and to get the desired result, whether it with respect to the affirmation, how to manifest, how to get law of attraction, how to heal relationship. All, if you see my videos, I only come with practical techniques. Yes. Also through handwriting, like in the previous video, if you go through, I have and I've informed people how by changing the handwriting, making certain stroke, a person can calm down. So you can also refer to that video. But apart from that, what's a technique? How to calm down? Firstly, let's understand why do we need this technique? In what situations do you think you need to calm down? So first thing is when you do not know that you are in temper, when you are in a reaction mode, not in responsive mode. Now there's a difference, right? I'll tell you what the difference is. If I throw a ball on you, you can catch it and then you can choose to throw it back to me. But that is a response. That's like you took a break, you actually gave a thought, and then you saw that in which direction should I throw the ball, right? And what about the badminton, which I love playing? Is like you do not have control. The shuttlecock is coming to you and you just have to put the smash. You do not get time to think. So it's like an instant reaction. So what happens? Why do you need this technique when you are in a situation where you are in reactive mode? You are instantly reacting. You're not giving time to yourself to think. How many times has it happened with you? When you react, when you say certain things in temper, in anger, and then you realize, I don't understand. Why did I say this? It was not even relevant. Do you see that moment? I did not even realize. I was so hurtful. I used hard words on that person. And why did it happen? Because for that moment, you lost your awareness. And every time you will be in the awareness mode, the chances are really, really less that you will not be able to calm your mind. We lose ourselves. We do not maintain the calmness because two things. Firstly, we are not in the present moment. So many times, like even if you're listening to me right now, if you're physically here, but your mind is going here and there, that means you're right now not with me. The moment you are in the present moment, you get aware of everything happening around. That's first thing. Second thing, not being in the reaction mode, but in the responsive mode. That means if anything is triggering me, people have a lot of triggers. Like, if somebody uses an abusive language, that can be a trigger. If somebody is playing, like really, really loud music, that can be a trigger. There's so many triggers, and every trigger is different for every individual, right? So once you know what happens when something triggers you, you instantly react. When you're getting that trigger, why not take a moment? Take a moment, come in the awareness, and the technique is you have to take 5 deep breaths. That's it. And that's the simplest technique that I've been personally following for like years together. Nothing, just 5 deep breaths. And the moment you take those deep breaths, your mind automatically gets aligned with your breath. That means your mind comes in the present moment. And then anything that you're dealing with, you will get into the awareness mode. Automatically, your mind gets calmer, you get peaceful. Simple 5 deep breaths, that's it. Any situation, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're anxious, you're nervous, think about any emotion where you feel that you're losing your state of mind, 5 deep breaths. But then in that situation, you will have to take that ownership. You will have to take that responsibility that come what may. From now on, whenever I feel that I'm losing my state of mind, I'm going to take 5 deep breaths. Long, deep breaths. And I tell you there's scientifics behind it, because every time you take long, deep breaths, that's the best remedy where you're actually lowering down your anxiety, you're lowering down your thought process. And that's the reason if people who meditate, they will relate to me completely. This is how people meditate, because my next video, which I'm going to come on Thursday, will be about how you can learn to meditate, why you should meditate. And the reason I'm talking about calming your mind, because this is the first step, some deep breaths, that's it. Every time you take deep breaths, you will realize, like, do it with me right now. I really want you to experience. Just think of any trigger in your mind. Think of anything, any situation that really takes away your mental peace. And when you're thinking about it, I want you to simply be in the moment, get into the awareness, listen to the sound of the fan, listen to the noises around, and then take one long deep breath in and let go. Again, take a long deep breath in and breathe out. Again, you can take a long deep breath in and let go. And you will see your mind is getting collected. Your entire thoughts are lowering down. You're coming in the present moment. That's the best way to calm your mind. Any situation, apply this technique. If you think 5 deep breaths is brilliant, but even if you do 3 deep breaths, it will give you the result. Start with 3 deep breaths and then you will feel, wow, this is a magical technique that I'm giving you. And you can use it in any situation. So many times, life is never going to be hunky-dory. Every day, I'm not talking about only major problems, even day-to-day problems. You'll be facing this. When something happens, some or the other thing happens, in that situation, in that moment, you just have to take long deep breaths. And automatically you will start coming in the present moment. You can also be aware of the noises around. Like right now, if there's a fan sound around you, if you focus on the sound, your mind will automatically be calmer. And that's the reason also we overthink. Why do we overthink? Because we do not give rest to our mind. We are so much particular about that. We should give our car for servicing. We should go to salons. We should go for spas. What about your mind, guys? It's time to take responsibility of your mind. Where you are giving rest, you're giving servicing. Enough rest your mind without thoughts. Vacation is not for your leisure. Vacation should be your mental vacation, where you're giving rest to your mind. And what's the best way to give mental vacation? Is to start meditating, is to start doing mindful practices. Start getting focusing on your breath. And these are some small little steps where you can practice mindfulness every day of your life. I've been doing meditation since 15, 16 years now, every day without fail. And now it has become part of me. And that's the reason it gives you that inner strength. Like whenever the situation happens, you will not lose your peace. And that is what is required. And then most of the decisions that you take, you see the consequences. Now look at your life. In so many situations, you have taken decision, you have reacted in a way, and which has really costed you, like really hampered you in so many ways. And you must be regretting later on that, I would have been little aware, I would have not spoken this. So it's time to take charge of your mind and your actions. Yes, start practicing this. And of course, when you practice this, see the results, and we would happy to see you sharing your results in the comment box. And if you really want to practice, if you really want a coach who can guide you through this process, through mindful practices, we have every morning, we have a DGC, which is called Daily Graphotherapy Challenge. It's a beautiful program. Every morning, we actually fine tune your mind and your mindset. And then you are set for the entire day. If there's a link in the description, you can go to the link. If you want, you can enroll for the program. And for 30 days, let me work with you, working on the mindful practices, working on how you can use graphotherapy. And then there's some or the other exercise I keep giving, some assignments I keep on giving, just to make sure that your mental vacation is on. Yes, if you have any questions or doubts, you can also reach me on my Instagram. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because I also upload my meditation videos. Like if you really want to understand how to take deep breathing exercises, there's a meditation audio on mind and body relaxation. It's just a 10-minute or video. Just go through that and you will actually experience what it means calming your mind, what it means actually bringing your mind in the present moment. And do share your experience. Thank you so much for joining us today. Do subscribe to the channel. See you on Thursday.